Hello, welcome back to Spirit Island with Jonathan. We are at the third spirit now. We have played Lightning and River, and now it's time to look at Earth. Today we are playing France, and we are going to start with France because France is a little bit easier than England and Scotland. And we are going to try France 6 with Earth, base Earth that is. So let's get that up and running. France 6 with his double explorers, his coastal triangle trade, and his persistent explorers. Let's try to remember all those explorers that we are going to add. And let's select our spirit, Earth. And what is Earth about? Well, he is different than the other spirits that we have played so far, in that we can add a presence every turn. And the ways you can play him, I think, either you try to go for majors every turn while adding presence. We can just simply go on this great energy track here and get a lot of energy and just try to find good majors that we can forget once we have played them. Unless we don't want to forget one of these, of course. The other way to play him is to try to get draw and rituals going every turn. We need two card plays. If we have both, we can get the first level innate here. Requires these two powers to be played, and then we can repeat this power every turn. That means we can gather up to 4 Dahan, or we can gather 2 Dahan, 2 lands. That might be enough to play Ritual of Destruction with 3 Dahans, so we can get this extra damage and those extra fear. So that's the plan with that strategy. And this is the strategy I'm going to try today against France. Let's see if that works, or if that just doesn't work. I'm not sure. I have never played it before. This will be the first time I try this. I haven't played Earth much at all, actually. So this will be a new experience. So let's pick Earth, let's get a random board, and let's get started.
Initial Explore. Sends.
And we have a Persistent Explorer, let's add it here.
Turn 1. Grow phase.
So to play this strategy, we first need 2 card plays. So let's go on the bottom track, and we are going to need energy so that we can play something the first turn here. And we are having a sand build, and then he will ravage next turn. And since this is slow, and we cannot even play this turn, so these are going to ravage without us doing anything. So what we can do here is we can skip their actions now, so that he won't build and ravage. And if we're going to do that, I think we are going to do it here. Otherwise he will kill a Dahan. And every Dahan, I think, is important to have them for this. So let's do that.
Play powers.
Let's play Year of Perfect Stillness.
Fast powers.
In this land. And then the Dahan can take care of him in the ravage.
Build. Sends. Explore. Wetlands.
A Persistent Explorer, let's add it here.
Slow powers. Turn 2. Grow phase.
And if we're going to play this now, we need 4 energy, so we need to gain 2 more energy, and we can add a presence somewhere. Now we are going to think where we want to play Ritual Destructions. We could either play it here or here. This is too late. He will light here. This is slow, so we cannot do anything about that. But we could prevent the next ravage either here or here, and kill off 1 town and 1 city. Now this has an explorer that can be killed from a Dahan. So I think I want to use that Dahan maybe. We could, if we play it here and move that Dahan, then we will have 4 Dahan at this place and 2 Dahan over here. I think that's less good. I think I want to use this Dahan together with those Dahan. So I probably want to do it in this land, Ritual of Destruction. If I do that, that means I can also gather up to 2 explorers from... He will explore in either jungles or mountains. So I could possibly gather up to 2 explorers and prevent that build simultaneously. So let's add it here. So we get a sacred site to target this land.
Play powers.
Let's play those.
Fast powers. Event.
Healthy island. In each land with at least 2 explorers, push 1 explorer to an adjacent land without the barriers. We don't have any such land. On each board, push 1 beast to an adjacent land with no blight. So we can kill 1 explorer here. Let's kill that one then. Since this Dahan will take care of that explorer. During Ravage in every land, defend 1 per Dahan. That was already taken care of, that doesn't matter.
Ravage. Sands.
But this one will blight.
Build. Wetlands.
So he will build a triangle trade city here, and that is a town somewhere, maybe here. And then we will have a city here, and that is the build.
Explore. Jungles.
So double explorers, 1 explorer here, and then a persistent explorer. Let's add it here.
Slow powers.
And now we can do this twice because we have this gift of strength. So let's move those Dahan in here. And we can gather those explorers in here that take care of that build. And then we can use it again. We repeat it, and then we can go in here. We could possibly drag one of these in, but I don't think we want more, because when this Ravage, we only want 1 explorer left. So let's do Ritual of Destruction. 5 damage. So that's first 3 fear for that, and then we have 2 fear for that. Excellent.
Turn 3. Grow phase.
And now we need energy. We need to reclaim and have 4 energy. So we have to do this. And now he's going to Ravage here next turn. So I probably will add a sacred site here.
Play powers.
And we play these again.
Fast powers. Event.
During the next normal Ravage, each city does +2 damage. That doesn't matter much. On each board, add 1 disease. Ignore disease during builds this invader phase. So we want to do that in some place where they build a city. He will ignore in this turn. He will ignore in jungles. So let's add it in the sands. 1 fear per land with invaders where the Han outnumber buildings. That's 1 here and 1 here. 2 fear.
Fear.
Each player may gather 1 town into coastal land. We could do that, but I don't see why. Let's keep it as it is.
Ravage. Wetlands.
He will die here, and then he will blight here.
Build. Jungles.
So there will be a city here, and 1 is converted into a town by slave labor. And that's the build.
Explore. Mountains.
So here he will explore and double explore, and then he will have a persistent explorer. Let's add that one somewhere. And then you have an escalation. And that's going to be a town here, I think. He's going to ravage in jungles here, and we will have an extra draw of the fruitful earth. We only need 1 to move that Dahan in here. So I think what we can do is we can move some Dahan in here and set up a counterattack and kill off some explorers. Let's try to do that.
Slow powers.
So let's gather first this one up here. And now let's see, we will kill 1 city, 1 town. And we will have 3 defense left. We could move in another explorer. Let's move in this one, because he will build here and exchange that. We have already 6 towns here, so we need to be careful. So we have used this once. Now let's use Ritual Destruction here. And let's use the second row of the Fruitful Earth. We can move into the Han, and then let's grab 2 explorers so that they die.
Turn 4. Grow phase.
So let's reclaim Adder Presence. Let's add more energy now. We have exactly what we need to do this once more. So where it's going to build in mountains. This is prevented. I think we are going to move those Dahan in here, because this is already defended, but we kind of need to take care of that also somehow. He will build a city here and nothing here. So we could either move in those Dahan here and kill those, or we move in the Dahan and kill those. But where do we want the defense? I think maybe we start to think about what is coming up next. We have mountain, jungles we have already defended. We need one in one of those, I think. Preferably the land that is coming up next. This one looks like it is easiest to defend. If we have 2 here, we could defend here even if it builds. So let's add a presence here.
Play powers.
Play this again.
Fast powers. Event.
Slave Rebellion. Of course, it is turn 4. It is time for the Slave Rebellion. I kind of forgot about that. So what do we want to do here then? We can add a strife to a town. It means we can convert this into a Dahan, doesn't it? From this effect. But it kind of will die otherwise anyway, because of the defense here and the Dahan. So what we could do is we could add the strife here. That will take care of that ravage next turn. Since he will build a city, that's 4 damage, we have 3 defense. So let's do that. Then he will not take any damage because there is no Dahan present. I think that's it. Let's draw another event. Rising interest in the island. So we need air. We don't have air, or we don't have energy. We have to ignore the curiosity. And that will accelerate the deck here. On each board, add 1 town to a land without one. Can we add it here? No, I have too many invaders already in there. So I think we will add it here or here. Beast of the jungle. On each board, add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. That's here. 1 fear. And then we have on each board, add 1 wilds to a land with the Han. So that is going to be here, I think. So let's add a town here from that effect.
Fear.
Terror level 1, remove 1 explorer from a land matching a ravaged card. So these are going to die, these are going to die, so that doesn't really matter, but I have to do it. But we have this effect. Fear cards never remove 1 explorer. If 1 would, you may instead push that explorer. So do I have to push it? No, you may push it. So that means I can remove this one and then I don't push it. And then it stays there and then it dies. Avoid the Dahan. Invaders do not explore into lands with at least 2 Dahan. Okay, so that's jungles then. Let's remember that.
Ravage. Jungles.
This is defended and this is defended. 1 fear.
Build. Mountains.
This is prevented, and then we have a city here.
Explore. Wetlands.
So this is prevented, and then we have an explorer here. We have persistent explorer. Let's add another explorer here. And then we have escalation. We should add a town here, otherwise the island will blight. Let's not do it if we don't need to.
Slow powers.
So we want to move in the down here now and kill off those. So we are at stage fear level 2.
Turn 5. Grow phase.
Now we have 4 energy and we have 4 energy cost to play those 2 cards, but we kind of need more energy if we are going to go to more card plays. So let's reclaim and add a presence from the top track. We are going to want to add it where the next defense is needed. And I think that is here, because we are going to move them in here. We are going to kill them, but there will be stuff over here. He will build here first. And that kind of looks ugly. He will have 2 towns here. We need to think about that number also.
Play powers.
So let's play these.
Fast powers. Event.
We are fear level 2. For the rest of this turn, ignore 1 strife on each invader. That is not good, because now he will get through here, and that will not be good. Explorer's blunder. On each board, destroy 2 explorers among land with beast. I think I will remove those 2. I could also do that. I think since we are going to destroy this will die in a counterattack even if it builds a town now. So let's keep it there. That was this one, and then we have when invading ravage, if the land has Dahan, defend 2. That is good. Then this is saved. That saved us a blight.
Fear.
Each player removes 1 explorer and 1 town from a land with beast, or 1 explorer from a land adjacent to a beast. Now this is the problem area, but 1 explorer is not enough. He will ignore that strife. That's 5 damage and 3 defense. That's not enough to remove that. So let's remove 1 explorer and 1 town then. From a land with beast. And let's move on.
Ravage. Mountains.
So this is defended by 2 by careful defense, and this is unfortunately not defended, so this will die, and then we will have a blighted island. Promising farmlands. Immediately on each board add 1 town and 1 city to an inland land with no buildings. So that's here or here. Let's add it here, I guess, where we have Dahan. I guess they will move out though. But this is not blighted, that's better anyway.
Build wetlands.
So here we'll build a coastal city, which is another town somewhere. And it has to be adjacent and it must not have any town. So let's add it here. And this will add a town.
Explore sands.
We have some explorers, and then we have a persistent explorer. Let's add it here. And then we have a stage 2 escalation, and that is a blight. So we have to add a blight. Let's add it here.
Slow powers.
Okay, so let's see now. We want to add those Dahan in here. 3 Dahan. Let's repeat that one. So we could move up to 4 explorers in there, and we will have 4 defense. So why not gather all the explorers in here, so that they will die in the ravage next turn. And then ritual destruction. Excellent. 2 fear card at level 2.
Turn 6. Grow phase.
So now let's start to think about 3 card plays here. Let's add from the bottom track now that we have some energy to play with. So let's add this one here so that it will defend.
Play powers.
So we probably want to play this still. And the next Ravage is going to be in Sands. This will be prevented. We could add a presence here to defend that. So we should probably kill that city here. This will blight, that's okay.
Fast powers. Blighted Island event.
Invaders do +3 damage per land when ravaging inlands with presence. That's another bad news here, because that means he will get through this defense also. And that will cascade, and he will blight here also. That's 3 blight, and that's game over. Unless we can stop that. What does this do? Each beast destroy 1 explorer. And add 1 beast on a board without 1. So we have 3 explorers left here. Each bear with at least 3 Dahan among all its land may use a slow power now instead of later. That's interesting. So I could do Ritual of Destruction here and kill off those explorers, or I could use Draw of the Fruitful Earth maybe to draw them away from there. That would be enough to gather out 2, wouldn't it? 1 explorer is 1 damage plus 3 damage. That's 4 damage and 3 defense. That is enough. But this was not the Dahan I was planning to move. I could change plans here maybe and kill one of those instead. But then we have this Ravage to think about. We could defend that maybe. We will build a city. That's 6 damage. That's not enough to defend 4. It's unfortunate. Can we play this one maybe? A Year of Perfect Stillness here. Let's see, we will add a present, we'll have plenty of energy. We could play one of these next turn to take care of that problem. So what if we kill one of these? But I don't know where I should go. We also have 2 fear cards. We might be lucky and get something that removes explorers or give defense here. That is the greedy plan. Should we go greedy or should we go defensive? I mean, we do get 5 fear from any of these other lands. We can do that. If we move this one here, should we move this one in here maybe? Kill off those, but this is already strife. Maybe this one then. But then we don't have any Dahan nearby here. Maybe we go to the jungle and then we can take care of this one in the later stage. I think I will play safe here. Let's play this one now. Let's make this fast and let's play this one now. And we can gather in 2 here. And 2 explorer here. That way, now we have solved that.
Fear.
So we are at fear level 2. Each player adds 1 strife in the land with or adjacent to a beast. Invaders skip the normal explore and build lands in with beast. So we probably should add strife here maybe. This will die from the ravage. Don't need any strife here. We could add it here. Here or here maybe. Maybe here is a good place. When is the turn 8? We will have a rebellion. At that point we should put some Dahan in here. And do we have time for that? Yes, turn 6 and then turn 7 we can go in here and then we can destroy all of those. Why not? That seems like a good idea. So they will skip the normal explorer and build lands in lands with beast. Okay, well, let's move on. Beset by many troubles. In each land with tokens or adjacent to 3 or such more tokens, defend 5. So yeah, now this is heavily defended. I probably didn't need to do that then. What about this land? No, this is only adjacent to 2 tokens, unfortunately. This is not defendable still blight, but that's okay.
Ravage. Wetlands.
This will take a blight, and then let's move on. That this will die.
Build. Sands.
So this will be a coastal city, and this will be a town. This will be a prevented build.
Explore. Sands and mountains.
So we have sand, mountain, and then we have a persistent explorer, and that has to go here, for example. And then we have nothing else.
Slow powers.
So let's do this one again. Let's draw this one in here. And now we could move that explorer in also. I don't think we need to do that though, because he will build a town here, and that could be defended by the Dahan or by this one. Yeah, we probably will move stuff in here just to get that those killed. So let's keep the explorer there. Let's do this one. And I think that's it.
Turn 7. Grow phase.
So now we want to open 3 card plays. Let's reclaim. Let's put defense here. This is needed for this turn. And now
Play powers.
we need to think here. We want to still move those in here. And maybe what we'll do, he will build here a city, so we could kill those now with ritual destruction, and then we could play guard the healing land here, but that's not enough. So we need a year of perfect stillness here, and that's kind of perfect because he will both ravage and build there. So that works out. So let's move in those here, and then that's good for next turn. There will be a rebellion. I think it's good to have the Han where there is strife. Yes, so let's do that.
Fast powers.
So we use this one here, and this will repeat. Now we could repeat this one, but do we need to do that? We could do that. Let's see, he will build here, so we could destroy there. No, I think it is better to do this twice, isn't it? I mean, I could also repeat a year of perfect stillness if I wanted to. He will ravage and build here. We could prevent that build also if we don't move the Dahan. We kind of only need to move 2 Dahan in here. That will be enough to do 2 damage to each. But we kind of need 3 damage, don't we, to kill that city. They will. Let's remember this event. First, they will take 1 damage for each strife, and then they will take 1 damage per Dahan. So it is enough with 2 Dahan. So let's do that. Let's only play this once, and let's play this twice instead, because we are at the 2nd level here. So we could repeat this one instead. Let's do that, and let's then put that one here, so that it does not build at neither place there.
Blighted Island. Event.
A strange madness among the beasts. They grow even wilder, more savage. You may destroy or guide the madness. We don't want them to destroy our Tahan, but we do have energy enough to guide them. And what can we do then? We can destroy an explorer and deal 2 damage. That is kind of nice. That means we can destroy these guys or these guys, for example. Maybe this is a good candidate for that. That means our Year of Perfect Stillness was kind of unnecessary. But maybe are these or these best? I think these are the ones that we want to destroy. Here we will move in the Han and they can build and they will counterattack and stuff. That's okay. So let's do that. Let's pay 2. Let's guide the madness. Let's remove this one. Let's move this one here. And then he destroys and destroys. And then this one is not in effect.
Fear.
Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a coastal land. So I guess we remove this one because this will build a city. Yeah.
Ravage. Sands.
So both of them are still.
Build. Sands and mountains.
And they skip all actions, so they also skip the build here, and then they will build a town here and a town here.
Explore. Sands and wetlands.
Unfortunately, they also explored in sands, so they are ignored that also. That is excellent. So 1 explorer here and 2 explorer here. And then we have a resistant explorers here. No, let's add it here. Because he will do stuff there.
Slow powers.
So we want to move in the Han. 2 the Hans we want to move in here. And we could add more explorers. But I am not sure if we want to do that. Let's see here. These are going to be removed in the attack. And then he will ravage. We will have defense. Yeah, let's add 1 more. Let's add this one in here. I think that is good. And these can die. And for Ritual of Destruction, wasn't there supposed to be a city here? Oh, we removed that town from that event, didn't we? Or from that fear card. That was a misplay. I should have not done that. Now I lose 2 fear for that. So I lose 2 fear. Can I play it here instead? No, this is just 2 the Han. So that is unfortunate. But I think I will have to do it here anyways to not lose out of that fear. Otherwise just 2 damage, yeah. So I play it here. 1 and then 2 fear. That was definitely a misplay. I should have removed 1 of those towns instead. That would be much better.
Turn 8. Grow phase.
And let's see, we want to add energy. We don't have enough energy for 4 card base for yet a while. Let's do that. We want a defense here.
Play powers.
And then what do we want to do here? We have Ravage here. We need a perfect Year of Stillness for Ravage and build here. Take care of that problem. He will Ravage here. This is defended, no problem. He will Ravage here, no problem. And so the Ravage is okay. And then we have the builds. We'll build here. And that is not good because this is 1 town and this is 2 towns. That's too many towns. So we need to repeat a Year of Perfect Stillness, I think, to prevent that build. Let's do that. And then where do we play Ritual of Destruction? Can we play... If we do this, we can only do 1. Draw the Fruitful Earth. It's not that good. We kind of need to skip that one, doesn't we? We will build too many. I don't think we have a choice here. We might have to try to move the Han in some other way. Or we move them here and get fear, or here. But this will be cleared after the Ravage. We also... Yeah, this event will help us a lot, I think. It will add a lot of strife and stuff. So yeah, we might get new Dahans to play with. If we are lucky. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's repeat this one.
Fast powers.
And we need to add it here, here and here. Otherwise bad stuff will happen.
Blighted Island. Event.
And let's see, we add destroy one town. Okay, so we can destroy any town we want. Then we add a strife to any 2 buildings. Then every invaders take 1 damage per strife it has. After finishing this event card, draw another one. This card is discarded. So this will die. And then we can add, we don't need to add it to them because they will die in Ravage. So we want to add strife to here, these lands. Maybe like that then, for example. Yeah, it's kind of equivalent, those 2 lands. So let's do that. And what will happen then? First we destroy a town. So let's destroy this one. And then we have added those 2. Then each invader takes 1 damage that it has. And after finishing this event, draw another one. Invaders with strife takes 1 damage per Dahan present. So they take each 2 damage here. And for each building this destroys, add 1 Dahan. So that is how it worked out. And then we have stage 3. On each board, choose a land with building, add 1 blight there without cascading. Players may destroy 2 presence in that land to prevent adding a blight. We only have 2 blights left here. It's getting hairy. So we can add 1 here, 1 here, or 1 here, or 1 here. We can prevent that by destroying 2 presence or 2 Dahan. Yeah, so we could, for example, maybe remove these 2. I think I want to have the blight. We kind of don't want to end up in 1 blight. That's dangerous. We kind of don't need those, I think. Well, what about my sacred site? No, that's not good. I lost my sacred site. I have to reconsider that. Then I don't have a sacred site to this land. What if I want to do ritual destruction there? What about these? Can I remove these? But they will ravage here. And I don't have any defense. Can I remove something else? What will happen next? Will destroy land? That doesn't happen. In each land with 3 or more Dahan, 2 damage and defend 2. Okay, so this will do 2 damage and defend 2 here. So I can remove these guys, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. And let's prevent in this land. And then they do 2 damage and defend 2 here. That's enough for this not to ravage and blight. Yeah, let's do that.
Fear.
Each player chooses a different land with building, gather 1 Dahan there and do 2 damage. So this is interesting. I can move a Dahan, which means if I use this with this, I can get 3 Dahan in somewhere. This has 2 damage. I could straight up kill that one with this effect. I also have 2 damage here. I only need to kill those cities, so I am kind of close here. What if I use this one here, and then I do 2 damage on this one? Let's see. Can I? No, I can't play Ritual Destruction here because this has no Dahan. Let's see here. What if I do this? I move this one in here. Different land, gathered 2 damage per Dahan, so I could kill that one. And then I could gather into Dahan here and defend this next turn. It will have a Ravage. And I could set up a defense there. Yeah, let's try that. So it chooses this land, 2 damage for Dahan there. So now I kind of need something to take care of this city. Each player removes up to 4 health worth of invaders from a land with beast, seas, or at least 2 Dahan. We cannot do anything except removing those explorers, I guess. We have 1 more fear card. Skip the next normal explorer, but still reveal a card. Perform this as usual. Okay.
Ravage, sands and mountains.
So this is skipped, this is empty, this is empty, empty.
Build, sands and wetlands.
Empty, empty, skipped, and there's a build here.
Explore, mountains and jungles.
And this is skipped. But we still do the persistent explorers, I guess, so we add 1 explorer somewhere here.
Slow powers.
And then we do gather 2 up here. And then we do ritual destruction. Where? I guess here. We don't get any fear for that, because we don't have 3 Dahan. But this will help with the Ravage. I think we will easily win this if we just can play this one, and we don't get anything weird in the event.
Turn 9. Grow phase.
But let's play it safe and try to get a power card that can destroy that city in the fast phase if possible. Let's get a major, and we will have plenty of energy here, so let's see what we can get here. 1 of these, maybe. This will do 2 damage per beast, and we can add 2 beasts. This should be enough. But it does add a blight though. We cannot afford a cascade. Yeah, but this removes 1 blight, so it is no problem. Yeah, let's take this one. Forgotten powers. Let's remove something, doesn't matter.
Play powers. Fast powers.
So we can just remove this one, it goes here. And then we can add a blight here. And we add 2 beasts. We gather 1 beast. Each beast deals 1 fear. And it deals 2 damage to invaders. And to the Han. And we destroy 1 beast. So that should be a win. So it was possible to win with Earth against a level 6 adversary using this tactic. So it is not a bad strategy, but it was kind of shaky. It didn't feel that solid. It was many times I could easily have lost, I think. So next time I will try the other strategy, I think, against Scotland. The one that where you take major powers each turn. Let's see how that works out and if that is better or worse. If you're up to it, see you then. Bye for now.